In today's video, I wanted to talk about Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil, and when in that video he talks about a concept called hypnotic rhythm. I want to talk about that today and kind of explain it. And if you've read that book and you don't quite understand it, I want to go into a little bit more detail, and hopefully by the end of this video you'll understand what hypnotic rhythm means. What's up, guys? My name is Megan and I help empower people through mindfulness and meditation. And today is a little bit different because I wanted to talk about Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil. If you haven't read this book, it's a really good book and I really enjoyed it. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it because it is a really older book. It's about 70 years old. But I really enjoyed it. So if you haven't, go pick up that book. It's really good. I thought it was really interesting, so I just kind of wanted to share it. Now, hypnotic rhythm is something that becomes permanent over time. When we are little babies and we're born, obviously, we don't have any conceptual thinking. There's no thinking involved. We're just kind of being. And over time, we learn how to understand and read and comprehend things. Now, the more that we do it, the more that it starts to become a permanent part of our nature. Like same thing with learning how to walk, learning how to crawl, learning to ride a bike. Now there are 4 stages to learning anything, which I wrote down. I wanted to go over with you. So here, I hope you can kind of read this. It's backwards, huh? Working on getting a new camera, sorry guys. But in this first one, the first stage of learning is unconscious incompetence. Now, unconscious incompetence is when you first learn how to ride a bike. You want to know how to ride a bike. All your friends have a bike, right? But you are unconscious. You don't know how to do it. You haven't been shown. So your parents come and show you, how to ride a bike, which puts you into the next phase, which is conscious incompetence. Now, you're conscious, you know how to do it now, but you're not very good at it. So that kind of leads you into the next stage. The more that you do it and the more that you practice, you become conscious competent. You start to get better at the skill. It's a skill, not a talent. You have to practice at it. And then number 4 is once you practice for a while, kind of understand how riding a bike works and understand how balance works, right? You become unconscious competence. You can do it now for the rest of your life. Even if you haven't ridden a bike for 15 years, once you know how to ride a bike, you know how to ride a bike for life. Okay? That is what hypnotic rhythm is. And the more that we are able to get ourselves out of thought, say you just started meditating and you're just starting to learn how to meditate, the more you meditate, the better that you get at it. Even if it seems like you're not very good at it, it's just like riding a bike, right? You just continue to do it. And the more that you do, the more you're going to be able to separate yourself from thought and observe those thoughts just for what they are. They're thoughts. Now, the more that we drift into thinking like negatively or positively, the more those kind of surroundings are going to come to us. So if we're constantly thinking negatively or drifting into negative thought, hypnotic rhythm says you're going to attract more of those environments into your world. So you can use this concept to change your thinking. You just need to meditate and use positivity. If you have a negative thought that comes in, the great thing is that not everything comes around, but if you continue to have those negative thoughts, that's when you're going to start seeing things come to fruition and not in a good way. So hypnotic rhythm is what dictates our relationships, jobs, environment, and it goes in cycles, right? Have you ever constantly seen yourself end up in the same relationship over and over and over again? I know I have. Have you ever asked yourself, why do I keep going through these patterns? It's because of hypnotic rhythm. You have been taught this, probably from your parents, that this is the kind of relationship that you should have. So you're going to constantly be attracting those kinds of relationships. Same with jobs. Like me, I've been working in retail for, 15 years. And that's just what I know. So it's like constantly something that I attract into my life through cycles. Now, in order to use the hypnotic rhythm to change it, we need to change our thought process. We need to use the hypnotic rhythm to change our environment, change our relationships. And the only way that we can do that is through meditation. When we use meditation, you're actually reducing the amygdala in your brain to the size of a pea. And when you do that, you're reducing the stress, because amygdala is connected to the stress hormones of cortisol, and it's kind of connected to that same part of the brain. So when you meditate, you're reducing that. You cannot change your environment without first changing yourself. People think that you can change your surroundings without first having some internal change, and it just doesn't work that way, because everything outside is a reflection of inside. And if you feel like your life is kind of falling apart, and yet you ask the universe for all these things, just realize that that is exactly what is happening. You are manifesting that. You just have to be patient. And you're changing the hypnotic rhythm to drum to a different beat. You are creating your own reality using your thoughts. Now, how cool is that? That you're saying, no, this is not how I'm going to live my life. I'm going to live my life differently. I'm not going to keep attracting the same kind of relationships. I'm not going to keep attracting, the same kind of jobs. I'm going to own my own business. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. When you say that, you start to believe it. And you start to change the hypnotic rhythm in your brain. So listen, I know today's video was a little bit different, but I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching, and I really, really hope that you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm going to keep making them. Now, if you guys are getting value out of these videos, can you drop a like button for me and subscribe to my channel? Alright guys, I will talk to you soon. Namaste, one love, bye.